Right, I think we're recording at that. Hopefully, we've now got sound. Hello, people. Hello, fellow subscribers. Thank you very much for all the new ones that I've had, which have been well appreciated. This is Barney's Workshop. Once more, we're going to try and get things up and running. I do apologise for being for such a while, but not been too brilliant health-wise, and plus, like with the cold weather, it's not been the best of things. Especially with, I'm in a concrete shed, not a wooden shed like most of you guys are. I'm in a concrete one, which is different than a garage. It's a lot shorter, plus it gets a damn sight bloody colder. And as you get older, those of you that knows what I'm talking about, you don't tend to want to come in. But anyway, look, that's my problem. That's not yours. As I say, welcome to Barney's Workshop. Now then, what do we got? Well, we've got all sorts of unboxings to do. This one that I'm going to do now is going to be the Lidle disc sander. Now then, why did I buy one of these? That's a bloody good question. I've been ifing and ahhing about getting a belt and disc sander for quite a while and can never pull the plug. But one or two of your videos that I've seen knocking about, that includes one or two members of the WWUK, have got these things, especially one in particular who I do admire for what he does, and that's Big Boys DIY. Hello Warren, good day to you, sir. I've seen him using one, and he seems to think it's the bee's knees, along with one or two other videos that I've seen about him. So I thought to myself, wow, for 30 quid, you can't go wrong for 30 quid. It's inna worth worrying about that sort of thing, isn't? Not for something that for how it's going to be used. And I noticed as well within the other bits of looking at over the internet, this thing can actually work with a disc pointing up. Now, I didn't realise that until I actually saw one of the videos. I think it was a German video as I watched, where it was actually pointing upside down. Now, we'll take it out. What we got, obviously, instructions, a clamp, Allen key, dust extraction holder, a set of various pads, and the actual disc sander itself. Now, if I just tilt that, excuse me gentlemen, while I just tilt that down a little tad, and then you can see what I've actually got on there. Got on the watch thing. Nifty. Yeah, as I was saying, is I actually saw one guy, he was using it like that, and I'm thinking to myself, well, that's not a bad idea. And then I noticed at the back, and a lot of you that have got these have probably noticed that, there's a slot there for that to actually go into. So you can have this with a disc pointing up, man, which I think is absolutely fascinating. You might not, you're probably thinking, what's that silly old fart going on about? Traditionally, I bought it because it does that. But when you think about it, it goes the other way round. It becomes a very handy piece of kit. To me, it's handy. And that's what it comes down to. I've got no bias on any of these things about whether or not they actually are spot on or not. They're cheap. Yes. Are they perfect? I wouldn't say so. They're not by a bloody long shot. But for somebody like myself that is now of the pensioner brigade, and some of you out there will know what I'm talking about, money can get a bit tight. So something like this is of tremendous use. And I'm not going to get into the argument of you get what you pay for. We all know you get what you pay for. And I'm not going to get into the argument that this model's better than that model and all the rest of it. What I will say, and this is how I... throughout the years, I've looked at tools different ways. One way in my youth, when I was in the motor trade, because I spent 50 odd years in the motor trade, was a case of if I went and borrowed a tool off somebody more than once, then I wanted that tool. I needed that tool, so it had to be in my kit. Which at the time to me was a good thing. But now, what I go by now, obviously, is the expense, the cost, and what have you. But I tend now to look at a lot of videos, and what I do is I take a little bit of everybody, and I put it in a pot, and I stir it up, and I tip it out, and I see what comes out in the finish. 9 times out of 10, taking bits and pieces of all you guys, and there's some fantastic people out there, some great people out there, especially within the club, that will argue black and white about things, and about how you should have this and how you should have that, and this makes better over that make. In circumstances whereby you're using them for production, then yes, I'm going to agree with you. You know, you've got to spend the money. Now, one of the things as I was looking at, you know, I sometimes wonder if this brain of mine is ever actually engaged. But there you go. Saves getting down for it. I was wondering how I was going to put these discs on. And then again, I've not looked at the instructions. I've just looked at what I've seen people do on YouTube. One of the things is they took that bolt out underneath. What I was saying is the instructions aren't very good. I can't comment on that because I've not seen them. But look at the videos, and then that comes off ever so easy. And there you have it. There you have the bare bones of the actual piece. And you can put your disc on there very, very easily. They say that the dust extraction is quite good, especially with working this side of it, because obviously your dust extraction port is that side. There's nothing that side, it's all this side. So the comments are correct. As if he's sanding on this side of the, if I show it there, as you can see, that's the dust port there. That's the outlet where that little bit will go. So if you're sanding this side of the actual disc, 100% it'll take all the dust away. Now, so okay then, right, so I digest from what I was saying. Taking that off, one screw, and you can actually put the discs on. I watched one, I don't know where it was from, and I don't know how the devil I come across it. I watched a guy trying to put one of these discs on with this still in place. What a laugh. I had a right good laugh at that. So I'm not going to put a disc on yet because I'm not ready to use it. So that there now should, and it does, slide in there quite easily. And then bob that back home. And he says, now that what haven't I done? It's something I mustn't have done because it is not lining up. Have I that's it. It's me, sorry people, it's me, silly old bugger. Can't see what he's bloody doing. Right, now then.